Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Buckeyes of Ohio State. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Here comes the offense on first down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Going over the top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get them on the ground like they did right here.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Catch in the middle, it's Warren. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now it's 3rd and goal. The play action fake. And they got him for the sack.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Somebody's got to create some separation. Or what do? I want to throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football. Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
And he is stopped short of the goal line and denied the touchdown, and the defense gets the stop.
Turnover on down.
Back to pass, it's King. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're going to take a shot. And he hauls it in at the 30. And the defense drags him down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Flushed out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Colorado Buffaloes. Go Buffs! Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Offense set on first down. To the air, it's King. They're setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
At the 45, on its way. The expressway is wide open, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you, and that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
They're bringing heat. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the two-point try. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When you go into the locker room at halftime, coaches usually have a very simple message. They tell you what they want from you in the second half. I like what they told their players. Apparently, they're going to run the football. They're going to come out and commit to that in this second half.
Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. He makes the connection. Hard-hitting tackle. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Feeling some heat. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Offense in an empty set. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hunter. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the...
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Virginia Cavaliers. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Yeah, and you wonder if this team didn't decide in at halftime that they need to come out in the second half and really get this running game established, get this offensive line lathered up, pushing some people around.
To the air, it's McLeod. Now rolling to the left. Lets it fly. And this will be caught at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And as he throws, that pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Looks as if he's going to run it. Ball is free. And the defense has it there going the other way.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's 4th down. Like, 4th down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. 1st down, 2nd down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's McLeod. He's got him in the flat. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Here comes the 2-point try.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's looking to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
3rd down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there, and the defense makes the big play.
The Cavaliers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
To the air, it's McLeod. He lets it fly. Snags it on the right. Afterburner's coming. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off play action on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll let it go down the right side.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've
throws toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Finds his tight end. And they're able to make the tackle.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Back to pass, it's Kane. It's complete to the left. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th.
36, Virginia, 31.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
He's looking to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back, go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
Looking to throw it again. He'll take a shot. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
Man, what a big play late in this.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
Here we go. Break.
He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Using his feet. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. You couldn't ask for better starting field position. The drive covers 26 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's King. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's golden. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. He'll set up to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing a custom team made just for this instance. Now let's shift over to our broadcast team.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll open the second half with a run.
Running the football is going to be key to this second half. You want to know why? Because they ran it the first play. Started off with it to get this momentum going, to get the physicality going, maybe get this offense in a good rhythm to try to make some big things happen in the second half.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or... Listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively, you're hoping to get something going. But after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And how about this defense? Wouldn't let him throw it into the end zone and then swarming to make the tackle to stop them short. Off play action. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Sooners. And oh man, there's some burnt orange getting nervous in here thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? It's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Mayfield. Steps away. He'll let one go down the right side. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Still running at the 40. And they swarm him under.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Coming after it. With the catch, it's Kiner. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Florida State Seminoles. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, sweet feet. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Gonna run it. It's Francis. Stumbled to the ground.
Brought down at the 33-yard line.
To throw, it's Ward. Lofts one high and deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, no! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Florida State, 19, Texas, 0.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll, Tide, roll. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Let's go.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to go for a big one. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is picked off. trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be Georgia Bulldogs. What's that coming down the track? Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
First down here for the offense. Scanning the field, it's King. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but not before. Chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
His third down is big. The last thing you want is a hat trick of punts to start a game. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. Downfield and incomplete.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
On the set. Here we go.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense.
A shot toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. To the air, it's Jordan. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Push down for the tackle. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. How about this? These guys are going for 2.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate your 2 points.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
19, Alabama.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Dropping back, it's King. Still looking on the move. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's going up top. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Number 13.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Trying to get to him. Buying some time. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
17.
They'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. That's a right ball. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
That's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions and you got to put something together, the last thing you can do is turn it over because that clock is not your friend.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Red Raiders of Texas Tech. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
He'll pull it on the read. At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, what a huge gain, and this offense is so frustrating to defend because you got that guy who's not a quarterback. He's a running back. Call him what he is, makes the big play, chews up a chunk of yardage before you ever know what hit you.
On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Got a man, it's Taylor. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Texas, 0.
And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on first and goal. Looking for a man. It's King. Pocket starts to collapse. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down. And the ball squirted out. And And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quickly complete. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Getting some heat. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off, and he's dragged down.
He's brought down at the 32-yard line. Texas 7.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The option look. Now the toss. Across the 45.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ballgame, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Milroe. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 3rd and goal coming up here. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Pulled down for the tackle.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position, just as they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And he is stopped out of bounds, well short of the goal line, not even close, as this defense would not let him get in. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here's a throw downfield late. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side, 1st and goal. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air and knocks it down.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And the Red Raiders enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Dances away to buy time. He turns it loose to the left. Grabs it inside the 15. And they get him down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pick.
to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Florida State Seminoles. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
First down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away. Catch and stride inside the 15. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot. They executed that play beautifully.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for room. It's Cooper. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And they'll try to tack on two. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Tight end finds a soft spot. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. Wide open downfield. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Looking to pass. It's King. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Florida State 15, Texas 13.
The Noles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. At the 35, he's open. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, they got themselves in such a hole, and it's too bad because you see what they can do when they hand off the football to this guy. He is dynamic and he's special, but they've got to do better in these drives early and down in distances.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Buckeyes of Ohio State. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Line gets set, first down.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
After the misfire, now on second down. Back to throw, it's King. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. He's got it. Open runway ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even better.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. He's right on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught behind the line. It's Owens. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. Third and goal from way back there. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown tie. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to...
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Buckeyes of Ohio State. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
The offense set for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to go deep. And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field positions.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the idea offensively. You want to establish the run game and try to control the line of scrimmage in the second half. This is going to be a big key for this offense moving forward in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Now the pitch. No running room on that play. What a good job by the defense to stay disciplined and string that play out.
They did a really good job with their eyes there, Reese, and they were able to get the ball carrier going east and west, and as you mentioned, just ran out of room, had to run out of bounds.
Okay, ready? Now.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
Defense not showing press coverage. Going up top. Fires it into traffic and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the South Carolina Gamecocks. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
A first down for the offense. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Still on his feet at the 45. Tripped up for the tackle.
If I'm a defense, I want to play conservative in these situations. Obviously, it's such a long yardage situation. I don't want to give up that many yards. I got to get the guy on the ground. Really nice effort by the running back, making him miss and, getting all those positive yards. But I got to play conservatively in those situations.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That's caught. It's Quinn. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now, you might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. The ball squirts free. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, Dave, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
On second down, just keeps firing. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Florida State Seminoles. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Here comes the offense on first down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Going to the running game. Still running at the 40. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Lost one deep down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
It's caught downfield. Snowed under by the defense. The Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Quick strike complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellows with the big reach, the nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Eagles of Eastern Michigan. Take it away, broadcast team.
Offense set on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Kane. Coming out aggressively. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Touch pass on the run. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being hit.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It's still 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Kane. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass.
Nothing but green ahead. And they're able to get him down.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll, Tide, roll. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it on the outside, it's Hankerson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And some coaches like to say end every drive with a kick, but ending your first 3 with a punt is not what they have in mind. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Not a lot on the return, and they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Really tough on offense. Third and long, it's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turn.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Good, solid tackle.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can call.
Makes the grab. A strong defensive stand, denying this man the end zone, and the defense gets the ball back. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Play the analytics here, and you go for two. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
No good. That keeps the score Alabama 13, Texas 0.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting to drive with a first and goal. Looking to throw. Coming after him. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer than go.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And now this offense on first and goal has a chance to break the tie late. To the air, it's Milroe. Looking to scramble. Deep shot for the end zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. Makes the catch. It's Cameron. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to buy time. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Quarterback checking off. He'll need some juice in that arm on third and long. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Got room on the return. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D, all 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and goal coming up here. Looking for a man, it's Milroe. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of trying to just take the lead with a field goal, they'll leave the offense out there to try to punch in the touchdown. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Knocked down for the tackle. Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? The snap sets up to throw. Might be looking to run. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. They want to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air. It's King. He tries to take the top off. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Bounced off his feet.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing a unique team put together just for this situation. Let's toss it to our guys in the booth for the call.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's knocked down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass, it's King. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
And this offense would like to give the punter a little bit of rest after running him out there at the end of the first two drives. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
The play is a turnover on downs.
Looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. With the catch, it's Kiner. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip.
Moves.
Back to throw, it's King. Finds his back in the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Looking for the two-point try. From the gun. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Kansas Jayhawks. Rock chalk. Take it away, broadcast team.
Looking downfield, it's Jordan. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Floats it out in space. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, and That's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He's got it. Did he get a foot down? He did. It's good for the 2. The Jayhawks are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. It's him in stride inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Pushes toward the goal line. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll fire to his right. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tough.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
No good. The score remains tied.
The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Gonna let it fly. Fires and picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. To throw, it's King. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Keeps it on the bootleg. He'll take another shot here. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And he'll be brought down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Jumped on top of the pile.
Gain of 11.
Looking to throw, it's King. Quarterback adapting. Firing to the right, complete. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys out.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Strong, firm tackle.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 34, Kansas.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for a big play right off the bat. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Scanning the field, it's Jordan. He uncorks one deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. And tackled there by the defense.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Now improvising. He's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The pitch. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Quick shovel pass. He stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the two. The Longhorns have it with a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Jordan. Pocket starts to collapse. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, we came into this game knowing that this guy can break tackles. He is a mobile quarterback. It's going to be tough for this defense to get him on the ground. I love the athleticism. I love his ability to extend the play. You just got to be able to finish it with the completion.
Pick up on 5. Brings up 4th and goal.
It's fourth down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. He's looking to pass. Getting some heat. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 16, Texas 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go. Ready?
He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent, and they've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal, and you're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
They're trying to get to it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Dropping back, it's King. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Yeah, I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. At the 40, there he goes. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Oregon Ducks. Go Ducks! Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Looking for a man. It's King. They're bringing heat. On the move is the 30. And he'll be brought down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Snapped it in the shotgun. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it inside the 25.
And that's just nice patience and a great route. One-on-one, working the defender, taking his time, getting out of his break, locating the football, and making the catch just in time in bounds.
Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Trying to take it back. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And they'll knock him down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you
snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Texas Longhorns. Hook 'em. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Wide out in motion. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Dropping back, it's King. Now sliding to his left. Open space at the 25. Knocked off his feet.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. From the gun, looking for a man. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown time! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in the...
And he's running in the open. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down, and still not quite enough to move the chains.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score Alabama 17, Texas 4.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, you know, late in the ball game.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. Still running at the 40. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.